Chris, what's the most interesting viewing or valuation that you've ever carried out in your career of being an estate agent?
Probably the most interesting valuation I've ever carried out was on a funeral parlour. It was made even more interesting, if that's the right word, in that I had lost my father tragically a month before, and he had asked after his death if he could be cremated. So we followed through obviously with his wishes and contacted the local funeral director in Chipping Norton, who was a chap called Gordon Didcott, who's now retired. And Gordon came out and handled all of the arrangements, and my father was duly cremated. And Gordon asked me what he would like me to do, or what he should do with the ashes. And at that particular point we hadn't decided, so I asked if he would look after them for the family. It was at that point he said actually he wanted to sell the funeral parlour. So I went out and met him, and we agreed to market the property on his behalf. He'd obviously run the business down, so the only ashes he was actually keeping at that point were my father's. So it was always very interesting when I showed anybody around the funeral parlour. We would look through the rooms, and there was a 3-bedroom house attached to it that Gordon used to live in. There was a room where they built the coffins, and then I would say to people, "You're now going to meet my father," which they always looked rather surprised and shocked at. And then I'd take them through to the room where the ashes were kept. So yes, I'd say that was probably the most interesting viewing or valuation that I've ever done.